Oh, we are so much decentralized. I like it.
I assume you're talking about people from different
Yeah.
countries. I see Iran. I see what I believe is Korea.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Let's give it another minute.
where is our Indian community?
Good question.
I see a lot of traffic originating from India, but we don't see. That's strange.
Yeah, maybe Rahman, maybe you can sort of activate the leadership in the Indian community. What do you think?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you. Who else? You're our resident spokesperson. Or at least you are now. Just got nominated.
As far as I know, that Telegram is very popular in India. As far as I know.
Extremely. It's the first or second largest market, right?
Yes, because there are a lot of Android users.
What does that have to do with Telegram, though?
As far as I know, that they prefer to use Telegram to avoid some ban sections from government. As far as I know, it's the same for Iranian people. The same.
Certainly is. Okay. All right. Well, we seem to have reached enough people, and it's 2 minutes in. Everybody ready to begin? Yes, no, maybe so. All right, well, let's start. Right. Great. Okay. So hello, everyone. Welcome to our 35th and final weekly update for 2020. I just want to mention very quickly that although I know that many of you are going to be enjoying the holidays, I do want to ask the first members and the payments group to please sort of stay by your computers next week. We're going to have to vote for a few proposals, and there's a good likelihood that we will have to send some tokens, make some distributions. So no promises about that. We'll see. But just in case, just please be readily available. I know, I promise it'll be after you've all had a chance to sober up. So there's that. Also, there will not be a weekly update call like this one next Tuesday, because the holidays pretty much mean that there won't be much to discuss. So we will see everyone back here the following Tuesday, January 12th. Okay. And as an end of year kind of parting update, I would call it, I thought that rather than do what we always do, it would be a lot nicer if we had sort of a progress report from all of our, or some of our subgovernances. The idea worked really well the last couple of times we tried it. So I figured, why not put an exclamation point at the end of 2020? And also, I remember that the now forming Chinese subgovernance didn't quite get a fair chance to make a quality presentation last week. So if they're here, when we finish the subgovernance presentations, we'll give you a chance to make yours. All right. And as always, we'll have a question and answer session at the end. Okay, so let's not waste time. Let's get right to it, and let's start with. Oh, I know. So Marina Gurieva bit my head off last time because I let her go almost next to last in presentation, so I figured, why not let her go first? If you're here, Marina, for developer experience subgovernance. Is she here yet? No? Okay, let's go to the next, and then we'll come back to Marina. What about global community? Yuri? Are you with us? Okay. We're off to a great start.
Thanks.
Oh, you're here. Okay, great. Thanks. Thanks for saving me.
Yeah. And can I ask for screen demonstration?
Yeah, for sure. One moment.
Okay.
Try now.
Do you have something on screen?
Yeah, we see it.
Okay, just I will try to make. Okay, is it full screen? Yes.
It is.
Oh, great. So we can start. It's our interim results for 2.5 weeks of our sub-governance work. And for now, we have 4 active contests: social campaign, free-to-earn activity and support on forums, ambassador selection, and jury selection. And we have statistics and results for our social campaign. And I will want to show you what we have for now. So we have 4 different social networks. Twitter, it's for 600 participants. And during these 2 weeks, they posted hundreds of tweets and made hundreds of retweets with proper hashtags like FreeTON, Decentralization, TON Crystal. And as you can see, before campaign, we have 1,200 followers. And now it's about almost 2,000 followers. So it's 700 new followers in Twitter. And the engagement rises really good. As you can see, it were like 10 likes and retweets. Now it's about 500, so it's pretty impressive. Next stop, it's our Facebook campaign, 600 participants here too. And rules were to post and repost with hashtags, and many of them write their own unique posts, and we have 800 plus new subscribers. And as you can see here, as it were about 600 followers, and now it's 1 and almost 500. And engagement, just a second. Yeah, and engagement, yeah, 5 likes, and now it's about 500 likes. It's pretty impressive too in Facebook campaign. Our third social network, Medium, and the only requirement was to follow publication and authors of FreeTON. So we have about 200 followers during these 2 weeks. Reddit campaign, we have 200 participants. They were required to join FreeTON subreddit, upvote at least 5 posts per week, and they make our subreddits really alive. And many of them posted their unique posts too, and engagement rises, as you can see, by these numbers. Our FreeTON forum at the campaign start on December 15. We have such a great result with the new accounts, and as you can see, for the next couple of days, the numbers were greater than before our campaign starts. Declaration of decentralization, 800 plus total new signs of declaration, almost 600 on the first days of the campaign, and plus 100 during the following days. It's our social campaign, and that was the results for 2.5 weeks, and partnerships that we already done for this day. One of this is coins.black, it's exchange service. Another one is MyTokenCap, a cryptocurrency market tracker, and CoinLeap.io, crypto news aggregator. So you can change TON Crystal and see what's new about this on these different sites. Our next contest that is active is free-ton activity and support on forums. We choose 3 main forums: Bitcoin Talk, Crypto Talk, and Bits Media, and the application time is till 27th of December. There are up to 17 managers will be selected, and all of them will work on these forums as a support for newbies and active users. And we have a big movement on altcoins talk for adding our unique free ton section. So we'll be we could after voting ends we could directly connect with our new users. And 2 contests that active also. Free-ton Ambassador Stage 1, application time till 10th of January, up to 10 ambassadors will be selected, and now we already have some of applications and we're reviewing their programs. And global community jury selection, up to 19 jury will be selected till 10th of January also. And in January, we want to make a new quest, crypto quest, up to 5,000 participants, but we will announce it later in January. Thanks for watching. That was a summary for our work for 2.5 weeks.
Thank you very much, Yuri. Appreciate that. Can we go off share screen? There we go.
Yeah.
And I just want to ask everyone, if you can, please do turn on your cameras. I know I say this every week, but it really goes much better when we can see all of you. So thank you. Okay. Okay, let's move on to, let's see, Nikita for Web and Design. Are you here with us? What about Nikita number 2, the other Nikita for Decentralized Governance? I see him here. You want to go for DGO?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, let's hear it.
And I share the screen. Roman, can I share screen?
Yeah, Roman will do it in a second.
Yeah, one moment. Try now.
Hello. We have many news about the past, in the past, now in the future. In the past, we prepared 1 minute. Prepared prototype. Here. And recruited 10 jury members, awarded winners of competition number 2. Total of 7,800 tons were distributed. And now playing digital SMV smart contract system with huge price, and we invite everyone to participate. In January, we will have results of competitions number 4 announced, and winners will be awarded. And we start 2 new contests. That's all, guys. Thank you and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you as well. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's go to Vlad from Analytics and Support. Are you here?
Hello there.
Hey. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you stop sharing your screen, Nikita?
I'm trying to share my screen. Let's try. Roman, can you please allow me to share?
Sure. Right.
Okay. It's our year-end report about working processes of analytics and support subgovernance. So let's start. As you know, analytics subgovernance was arranged in October 19. It's about 2.5 months have passed since it was created. And the main idea of it is to complete the following tasks: partnership analytics, contest statistics and report, subgovernance liaisons, and subgovernance efficiency analytics. It should to say that we have two Telegram chats. One is official chats with more than 160 users. And the second is a free talk chat, is known as Fludilka, with more than 90 users. So these two main chats were served for subgovernance, where different topics are discussed. But official Telegram chat is mostly for official announcements and working questions, and talks here are only in English. And surely nothing to do without Fludilka chat, where users can take their soul away and also form their ideas shape. Just free talks. So we held 5 contests successfully passed. Let's look through significant contests which were passed in Analytics subgov. First of all is a contest called Recurrent Tasks Reward Mechanics. This contest called Recurrent Task Rewards Mechanics, it's a complex name, where participants propose their idea how volunteers' efforts could be rewarded. A lot of different approaches were offered, but first place won the idea with a reputational system with 2 tokens. The next 2 contests were held. It's our significant contests. One is analytics of jury, and the second is analytics of subgovernance. More than 60 submissions were presented for them, where described basic approaches how to evaluate jury job and working processes in every subgovernance of free TON. Also, we hold the jury selection contest, where 37 submissions were offered, but only 15 participants are selected for jury. And they already took part in one last contest. Sorry. Also, it should to say that yesterday one contest has finished. It's called D-Stats. In this contest took part guys who help with payments in stat groups. Also, it's not a contest yet, but it's our main task to analyze partnerships. We have already the users already analyzed 8 partnership. As you know, new partnership constantly come to TON, and one of the tasks of analytics is to evaluate them. We continue to develop analytics material on incoming partnerships and going to hold the contest for that task further. Let's go to next slide. As you know, this slide describes payment role process that was arranged in analytics subgov, and all past contest has been paid off successfully, except the contest that yesterday done. As no currently payments process hasn't automated yet, but payouts are prepared manually. So the cry was shouted out in subgov chat, and the payment team were quickly organized. Should notice that payout was verified not only by that team, but by all users in Telegram chat too. Go to next. Should to say about budgets. Subgov has already spent more than 200,000 TON tokens for past contest, and is about 50,000 crystals are reserved for partnership contests. Also, next motivation is going to calculating for following tasks. And the conclusion. Now community of subgovernance is going to make conclusion for contests results, working for following contests at the draft stage, and preparing the basis for new motivation round. That's all about our working activity for about 2.5 months. Thank you.
Thank you, Vlad. Thank you very much. I see Marina's back with us. I wanted you to go first this time so you didn't beat me up, and you weren't here. So come on, go. We're ready for you for developer experience.
Yeah, sorry, Aaron. Hi. It was actually a misunderstanding. I didn't know that I have to talk today, but so I'm a little bit unprepared today.
Okay, that's all right. We can do it next time around.
Yeah, it would be better to shift my my talk. Yep. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, no worries at all. All right. How about Hector from Mexico Subgovernance?
Hello, Ron. How's it going?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm really good. I can't complain.
I know it's early over there. Thanks for being here.
A little bit, but I'm already, looking good. Not just kidding.
Yeah. Go.
So let me share my screen real quick, and I'll give you a quick update on our subgovernance. Give me 1 second. I believe, okay, I think. You can see my screen now, right?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is a quick update on the progress that we've made for the past couple months. Wait. Basically, this is our agenda for the presentation, which is just the introduction, memorandum of duties, what we have done, what's in process of doing, what we plan to implement, and well, basically the summary. Well, for the introduction, well, we're proud for presenting our achievements on these presentations. As we always say, our mission is to, develop free TON in the Mexican community and the Latin American community as our highest priority. We have officially launched the Mexican community around 3 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, I believe. And well, we are following the plans in the memorandum, and I think we're doing it fairly well. This presentation is aimed to show you what we have done so far. And I mean, it's not a huge amount of time. And I think that the work that we've done, it's okay. I think we could do a little bit better, but we've run into, well, things that we have not considered before. That's everything. But we're growing, and that's what matters the most right now. Let's go with the memorandum duties. So memorandum is like the most important document when it comes to rules and basically the plans of what we were going to do. I believe it's
am I the only one that's experiencing some?
No, not the only one. Because
Okay.
I was wondering whether it's my problem or not. It's not.
Yeah, me too. It was kind of weird. And Zoom kicked me out for some reason. Hector, we can't hear you, unfortunately. Well, today's going just excellent. No sound from you, Hector. Yes. All right. Yeah. So why don't we come back to you, Hector? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. How about Katya from SMM? Do you want to maybe go now? Are you ready?
Seems like she's not here.
Rahman, this is your job, by the way, just so you understand. Okay. What about Anastasia from Wiki?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you, please.
Mm-hmm. So let me share my screen, Roma, and maybe it's for Hector to.
Yeah, one moment.
Uh-huh.
Try now.
Yeah. So this is our report in kind of celebration style. So not to feel boring. Freeton Wiki was born on the 3rd of June, and this is the time when the work on Wiki started. And subgovernance was formed in the end of August. So we have now 87 users who completed the Wiki application form. So it is registered users that kind of confirmed they are real people, not like some bots. Now it is 18 languages and 847 articles in our wiki. We completed 5 wiki renewal contests with payments for our authors. Also, we migrated to the new media wiki engine. We updated the new rates, started my machine translation check. We do it every month. And new rules was approval for the creation of articles. So it will be more like convenient and more free tone focused than it was before. Wiki now has 21 members. We held like 2 contests for that and 4 additional jury members. And we created also lots of tools for work in Wiki, like team reports and, for example, the table for needed articles, so authors can know what to do. So that's all. Happy New Year to all.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate that. What about eSports? Kirill, I believe you're here.
Hello, everyone. Can
Hi.
I share my screen? Oops. 1 second. We prepared mini presentation. I need to share my screen. Roman. Yeah, 1 moment. Try now. PowerPoint. Do you see my presentation?
Yeah, we do. Is the background noise coming from you? So somebody has their microphone on and we can hear some background.
It's coming from him.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Hi, everybody. We prepared mini presentation with the results of the work of eSports subgovernance. Let me remind you that we start doing first activities on September. What we do, we host eSport tournament in various disciplines for amateurs and professionals. Free participation and prizes for all players in TON Crystal. We have weekly tournaments. Streamers and casters on Twitch and YouTube cover all of this on the channels. And we call it Free TON League. We developed the Free TON community via cybersport. The audience of gamers is loyal to cryptocurrencies and everything new. There is a lot of traffic in esports. Therefore, this is one of the best channels to promoting Free TON community, I think. What we achieved, 79 tournaments in 13 cyber disciplines such as Counter-Strike, Dota, Fortnite, PUBG Mobile, Hearthstone, StarCraft, and others. We paid 30,000 prize pool in TON Crystal. We made 61 broadcasts on Twitch and YouTube, and we got 4,300 unique users. TON Wallet is automatically creates for each user. Next. On this slide, you can see the graph, how dynamics unique users grow up. Beautiful slide. Next. On this slide, you can see social and media coverage. vk.com, it's Russian, Facebook, Telegram chat, 1,000 members, followers, Discord, we create 3 weeks ago, Instagram, we create 1 month ago, and Twitch account, we create 1 month ago. This is our media coverage. We got good media coverage with lots of views from all events and tournaments. We made more than 2 million views on Twitch, more than 200,000 on YouTube, and more than 150,000 views in social network, social media. On this slide, you can see how broadcasts look like. Each broadcast is branded with the logo of the Freeton League. You will see in chat, bot spams every 10 minutes link to that comment events and encourage new users to register and take part. And streamers and commentators make voice integrations and talk about Freeton and Freeton League. On this slide, you can see the media coverage of the event called Freeton CSGO Winter Cup with professional teams from top 50 the world rating. It was organized for us by our partners from Enter eSports. It's advertising esport agency. Same similar events with professional teams we had on Dota 2 and PUBG Mobile. Our partnership. As part of eSports subgovernance, we entered into partnership with tournament platforms and eSport organization. Tournament platforms, for example, epools.com, go to them, we play TV. It's a big eSport platform with many users, many tournaments, good traffic, and our oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, guys. 1 moment.
That's okay. That's all right. We understand.
Do you see my translation? No. Zoom.
No, not yet.
Demonstration. PowerPoint. 1 second. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Take your time.
Now?
Yeah, we see it now. There it is.
Yes. Also, our initial member Vadim Vinogradov creates the site freetonliga.com. It's more than site, it's platform. Each tournament participant can easily and quickly get the prize token. User login with a Steam account or Battle.net account or Discord account, and after login, TON wallet is automatically created for each unique users. This is the main homepage. This is the personal profile, eyes of the user with the tournaments in which users took part and prize money on each event. And user can simply click and withdraw tokens from our platform, freetonliga.com. This is admin platform. You can customize the prize pool. You can customize payment and simply do payments for all winners or events. This is our result. Our KPI is fulfilled. We have a great basis on cybersport. reached professional level from amateur tournaments. We have great coverage, media coverage. We have new community members, and anyone can organize tournament and any discipline. Our subgovernance allocates the prize and award for tournament organization. All commitment we closed. Conclusions. It's interesting part. Conclusions and problems. No utility. Players have no choice how to spend their TON. Only few alternatives for cash out. For example, Polkadot, the best alternative. Maybe free-TON shop, War of Dogs, maybe some, but it not so much choice. No infrastructure. There is no point in organization big tournaments. Many bonus hunters, freeloaders, which are useless for community, and we must make less price for budget and more budget into market. Main feedback, main summary, main point is we need to work and collaborate with professional partners who already have traffic, who already have platforms. For example, peer-to-peer marketplaces, loot cases, gambling in eSports platform, and integrate on with their resources. And also we have more attention for mobile gaming because it's trend, it's big and cheap traffic. I think, thank you all community, thank you all initial members, thank you all guys.
Thank you, Kirill. Thank you, and I think you sort of nailed it there. First of all, great progress report. That's the kind of thing that we really want to see.
But we need professional integrations.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I couldn't have said it better myself, and I think the community now understands very well. Look, I mean, as we always say, it's always a process. We're always learning. We're always trying to understand how to better do what we do. But I couldn't have said it better myself, I think. And it doesn't just go for gaming. I think this goes for everything. I think at this point, and I'm sorry, I'll get to the next person in a minute. Yeah, I think it's very important to underscore that. Well, first of all, today's a very interesting stream. I think everybody's got their mind set on the holidays, but I think we need to focus on use cases as users, and I think that's going to solve a lot of the issues, and that's for gaming, and that's for everything else. That's for all of the other sub-governances. It's all for the partnerships, especially the partnerships. I think we need to focus on users. Without that, it's all just, up in the air. So Kirill, thank you very much. I fully support your idea. Okay, let's go to Katya. You're here with us now from SMM, aren't you?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, and hello, everyone. I'm really sorry for the delay, but I really couldn't avoid it. So yeah, let me show you my presentation. So I'm here today to tell you about the results of the free-TON SMM subgovernance. And please let me remind you that we launched in October this year. And here's what we've achieved so far. To start with, we have over 360 articles on our blog. In 3 months, I think that's great, and they are written by more than 10 active authors. And by active, I mean like really active, because I'm an author too. I also write articles, not so often, but still. And usually when I see some topic that I want to write about, I go to the content plan and I see that the article is already taken by something that it's been written. So no time to relax. We have held 5 AMA sessions, and in the beginning they were quite chaotic, they were irregular, but now they are, I think that's gonna be better, but now we made them weekly, and right now we're in the process of choosing the fixed time, like day of the week and time for these sessions, because now we have to organize voting every week to decide when it's going to be held, but we're working on this question. Then during these sessions, we made some really important decisions, like about rates, about deadlines, about sanctions for breaking the rules that we have, and we put them on blockchain. Actually, the voting is on right now, but I really think that it will pass, because every single comment in these rules was discussed over and over again. So I think that there is no chance that it won't be it won't pass. Then we've also launched the Author of the Year contest, and the voting passed last night, I think, and this morning we've announced the results of the contest, and the first place was taken by Evgeny, who is also the founder of the French subgovernance. I'm sorry if it's a bad choice of words, but still, congratulations. And of course, we also started developing Telegram news channels, so Twitter, Reddit, LinkedIn, etc., like other social networks. The team is already formed, but it doesn't mean that we don't welcome newcomers. Of course we do. And there's a special chat on Telegram. Anyone who wants to help us can join it. Then, what we also did? Yeah, our content plan is functioning quite well. No, I think I won't be able to show it right now, but I can send you the link a bit later so you can see it for your own eyes, because it's full of articles that are being written at the moment. It's full of articles that have already been written, so that's quite an interesting thing to see. But starting from the new year, we will have another version of the content plan, because now we have two of them. One is Russian and another is English, and that's not really efficient. And we've made some other changes. So starting from the new year, we will have another plan, and we'll see how it works. Then at the moment we have two Telegram chat groups. So one is Russian, which has 105 members, and one is international, and it has 107 members. What we've also done is we released a mobile app for Android. Actually, Senya did, and some members of the subgovernance helped to test it, helped to find the bugs, and I think now it's functioning quite well. We've also held a jury contest. We chose 7 new judges. That makes them 14 at the moment, 7 initial members and 7 newcomers. And Senya conducted SEO optimization. That is also quite important. But now let's talk about some numbers, some statistics. Let's start with payouts. It's necessary to say that our initial budget was 282,000 tokens in the beginning, and after 3 months of work, that's what we have now. 80,000 tokens were paid to the members and to the juries of our subgovernance. Namely, 5,000 came to the juries, and 15,000 tokens were spent on administrative work. Then, as you all know, we had a blog contest, and 120,000 tokens were spent on it, plus 1,200 for the juries. That means that right now in the budget there is about 800 tokens 80,000 tokens that are still left. And at the moment, we are not planning any additional token requests in the nearest future. So then let's see the block statistics. That is only for December. As you can see, Senya kindly shared the access to Google Analytics with me so that I could show you this. In December, we had 1,000 new users and 1,200 in a whole. The average engagement time was almost 4 minutes, and total revenue, of course, 0. Then that makes 14,000 views and 33,000 events. That means all the interactions made by users on the block. Then, if we're looking not only at December but at the last 3 months during which the block has been and the subgovernance has been functioning, all in all, we had 1,800 users. The average engagement time was 4 minutes 21 seconds, and yeah, we had a total of 24,000 views and 57,000 events. Yeah, that's the most interesting part. Of course, the most of the users came from Russia, or more than half of them. Then a significant part came from the Ukraine, from Belarus, but also there were people from South Korea, from the United States, from Germany, from Kazakhstan. And actually, there are even more countries. There's Latvia, Netherlands, United Kingdom, and that makes 67, not 66. It's the last night statistics, but now it's 67 countries. So I think that's quite interesting and quite great. And the most viewed, the most popular pages on the blog are as follows. This is the Russian main page, which has almost 6,000 views. This is the personal account on the blog for authors and for other users. This is the main page of the English version of the blog. This one is the article about the partnership proposal made by Blockchain Game Studio. This one was very popular and had a lot of comments, mostly positive. And this one is the page. It's an instrument which allows authors to calculate the reward for the articles. They just insert it in a special window and the system calculates it. Then let's briefly look at our plans. Of course, we're planning to launch much more contests. There's actually a special spreadsheet that we made for it to collect the ideas, and every member of not only of the subgovernance but the project, of the whole project, can just visit it and put their idea on it, and we will look at it, we will discuss it, and the next context is planned to be launched in the beginning of January. Then we're also planning to, of course, develop accounts in social networks much more actively. The team is created and the strategy is being developed at the moment, but I think that pretty soon we will start taking very, very active steps. But the work is already on. Then we're also, some technical improvements are expected, like the main page, where there will be the most useful articles, the most popular ones, the most recent articles, and something like that. Like it's gonna be just a main page. Then there are already push notifications. You can subscribe to them. There will soon be an iOS mobile application. the delay is explained by the rules of the App Store, because they need some time, like some weeks to check, to verify the application. But I think it's going to be ready it's going to be published by the end of January, or maybe a bit earlier even. Then authors ratings will be published pretty soon. I think they're already done. They're already prepared, but they only need to be published, and the categories will be fixed. And I think some other things will be done in technical side. Then the next point is really, really important for us. We are already forming a team of proofreaders in order to raise the quality of our content. This is very important, and we really welcome any criticism, any ideas, any proposals here. So if you have something to say, to propose, please do. Then we also plan to keep making regulations, like those rules that are discussed during AMA sessions, and then approve them by on-chain voting. And this thing, like collaborations with other subgovernances, is the next stage. Is like the next step for our subgovernance, which is really important, really interesting, and we are already starting to develop it, because during the next AMA sessions, some members of the subgovernance will present the drafts of the proposals for other subgovernances, and judging by the discussions on our chat group, that the first one will probably be eSports. So that's pretty it. So.
That's wonderful, Katya. Thank you very much. That was a very, very detailed report. I just want to underscore very quickly that social media is very important. Obviously, when we're talking about SMM, that's great. I'm glad to see that that we're moving in that direction. As far as languages go, English and Russian, that's great, but we have Latin America, we have China, we have Africa, we have India, we have so many different ones. I hope to see that develop. Also, in the use of tokens, you guys are great. See, this is, that's an example. That sets an example of it's not about getting tokens and then doing nothing. It's about getting tokens and doing something. So I'm glad to see that. I really am. And I'm looking forward to you guys doing some very good things in January. That's wonderful report. Thank you. Okay. We have precious little time left. So Hector, if you could just, I know we lost you for a minute there, but if you could just take maybe 1 or 2 minutes and finish your presentation.
Yeah, sure. I didn't realize when I lost you guys. Do you?
I don't remember at this point. I basically, it was about a minute in, and you just cut out. You were gone.
And I finished my presentation without realizing I was out.
Well, so just make it short. Just 1, 2, 3.
Okay, perfect. Let me share the screen again. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, just checking in. Don't want to go again and nothing. Okay, so if we check the agenda, I believe yes. So yeah, basically an introduction, a memorandum of duties, what we have done, what's in process, and what we plan to implement, and at the end, just a brief summary. Still in?
Yeah. Let's maybe sort of try to summarize it. I know you worked very hard on it, but we're coming on an hour, and I apologize.
Okay, don't worry. So basically, the introduction is our main mission in the free TON development in Mexico is decentralization, and reaching not just Mexico but the rest of the Spanish-speaking countries here in Latin America. Any other Spanish-speaking countries welcome. We follow the plans of the memorandum that we posted on the forum. We're trying to do it just as it's said there. We think we're doing it successfully, but we are actually taking more time than we had planned, especially because there have been a couple of setbacks and things that we have not considered before. But we're still moving forward, and I think that's what matters the most, right? So, well, a memorandum of duties, the basic global objective. Hold on. Okay, this is not really relevant right now. The time is almost short. Well, this is because we have started like 2 or 3 months ago. The memorandum states that we were the tasks of the last quarter of the 2020 were in the memorandum, and unfortunately, not all of them are completed. But that's not the problem. I mean, we will persuade everyone that we will complete all missions that we stated for the 2020 before we enter to any duty of the 2021 plan. So we will finish first all the 2020 things that we have undone before moving on to 2021. Now, what we have done so far, what we have done, secondary members according to the plan, we have created the Unix system that it's developed only for Freetown, which is tonalert.org. You get the link, you can check it out. We established the communications with several exchanges, Bitso, Bitinka, Taurus. Problem is that we have encountered now is that for some reason, it's been really difficult to establish a real connection or a real, basically a real connection with the exchanges. They're really close. We've tried calling, we have tried messaging, we've tried emails, we tried everything possible so far, and they just replied with, yeah, sure, we will come back to you, because it's just I don't even know, chatbots or people that it's on assistance, and we haven't had the grasp nor the connection with someone that could get us in, but we're still trying that. Well, we have the Mexican Crystal Wallet up and running. The funnel of ideas, which I believe it's the most important thing right now, because we encourage the Mexican community to share their thoughts, their creativity, and obviously their ideas. We have the constantly growing Telegram activity where we perform PR campaigns. Two publications in two major publications right now. Those are the links right there. Twitter is also running, I believe, if I'm not wrong, but I think it's already running. And just before I move forward, everyone's still listening?
Yes, of course. We haven't gone anywhere. Yes, of course.
Now I'm afraid now because
no.
Anyway.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
So what's in the process right now? We're in the stage of creation of the Mexican community Instagram account. We're also now working for the contest for the free time for the first time. I know we are delayed on that. I'm really sorry, but we are really working on it. So we're launching it ASAP. So we got a great plan concerning the implementations. Also, we are really trying to focus right now on PR activities that will help us attract more people. I mean, the result that we were expecting or that we posted on the memorandum was around 5,000 members by the end of 2020. We are really short on that. So that was probably too optimistic to begin with, but I think we have to find new things for the PR and attract more people. We are trying, but I think there's also some cultural
use the community.
Yeah, of course, through the community, but I think that there's also a huge cultural, I don't know how to say it, but like, for example, usually we get a bunch of, we want to join in, we want to hop in, and then disappeared. And then they will eventually come back. I know for sure, but that's
that's human nature, though. That's human nature. It's about 100 people come, one does something.
Exactly.
And it takes work. It takes work and time. So don't give up and keep doing it.
Definitely not giving up. We will not give up on that. And well, we want to implement, develop more services for the users. We want to plan more contests. I mean, as I said before, we are lacking of that. So we want to implement more contests, and we'll have a steady and constant growth. So that's why we need the contest. Also, we are meeting some of the memorandum commitments, but just as I said before, there's some issues with the task, but well, that's natural. Now, we want to create the Freetown Mexico Academy, and we're working hard on this idea. So we will keep on it. It's not an easy task, but we're still working on it. And also we stated in the memorandum that we will create a Freetown Mexico Charitable Foundation. Right now, there's not really a problem on creating the charitable foundation. The only problem is that we are still a small community. So we are trying to grow a little more and then launch the charitable foundation, because I'm not sure if as a small group we can make a big noise with the charitable foundation as if it was with a little bit bigger group. And well, that was a wrap up right now. Let me stop the screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just regarding charitable foundations, you know, that there's one issue with charitable foundations is that it's very hard to track how the money is used. And as far as anything dealing with academics and teaching, you know, there's another subgovernance forming that's called Freetown Academy that is specifically designated for this, and I think that this would be a perfect fit for them because it's on a global level. It's not just on a, you know, so maybe I'll add you to that.
Perfect.
Subgovernance, yeah, because I don't necessarily think it has to be local. I think something like that could be done just on
globally.
Yeah, well, you figure out the best practices and then you apply them in each individual country. So Hector, thank you very much for your presentation. We appreciate it. I know
Thank you for the time, Ron.
You got it, man. We have gone over a little bit. Do we have anyone out of the subgovernance groups that has not presented yet that is now here and wasn't earlier?
Korea.
Hello.
Yeah, hey.
Hi. Hey, man. I was expecting Steve and I got Young.
Oh, really? Just call me Moon.
You got it. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Am I allowed to share my screen?
Yeah, Ramon, please, if you will.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, you can.
All right. Wait a second. All right. Here we go. Wait a second, please. Okay, I'm Moon in the Korean subgovernance, and as you know, we've been working very hard to raise awareness and understanding of the Korean people about Freetown, and I believe we're doing pretty well. Of course, there's a long way to go. You know, we gotta work really hard to make a step forward every day, on and on. What is it? So far, we have finished 7 contests, including decentralized PR contest, Explorer, GIF, memes, and stickers. And here's the upcoming schedule. First of all, we're in touch with several companies for the partnership. It's a bit premature to say anything specific, but we're in constant contact with many companies to discuss partnership and to figure out what exactly we can do together. I'm pretty sure Korea is not the only place where we need more regulatory development to start using TON Crystal as a payment method. So that approach in Korea as a payment method is a bit early for now because of the legal limitation. Nevertheless, we're discussing many creative ways to help others adapt Freetown through partnership. And I know this for a fact. In 2021, there's going to be a lot more Korean people and companies actively involved in Freetown. Secondly, we often experience or saw a lack of explanatory materials. As we talk about, you know, Freetown people, people especially value documented information in Korea, of course, in Korean. But most of the time, we end up with a demonstration of English materials when we try to explain things in more detail, which they find it hard to understand and may feel uncomfortable. You know, you have to provide them such information in the easiest way they can accept, especially if you want as many people as possible to learn about it. So we planned a contest to prepare such explanatory materials that people really need in Korea. Another exciting contest right here is translation contest. There are many remarkable materials about Freetown outside Korea that we can't make use of them because of language. So if we hold a contest for people to translate those documents, videos, whatever you name it, in Korean, we think it's going to be great. Of course, the whole point of this contest is that you must translate it flawlessly, as correctly and perfectly as possible in the Korean. On a different note, there's something I want to bring to your attention. I think it is something that we need to start thinking about. From the beginning of the Korean subgovernance, we had planned some budget for many different activities and purposes. But the thing is that on free TON, in principle, everything has to be done by contest. In other words, contest everything. Personally, I'm thinking of contest all the time. For example, these days when I drink a cup of water in my place, I find myself thinking, why not we do a contest for drinking this water? I mean, I'm just full of context in my brain, okay? So what I'm trying to say is that—
You nailed it.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that some vital activities like managing the website for free TON in Korea and the server for the website, support for the community, employment, all those things had to be paid out of our personal expenses because we can't have any contest for that kind of jobs. For example, you can't give your password to anybody else to have a contest to see who can manage your website best. You know what I'm saying? So regarding some of those significant activities for free TON, that can't be done by contest. I think we really need to start thinking of some alternative solutions. I'm not asking for an answer right now. You know, this is some kind of a food for thought. So that's all from Korea. Thanks a lot and Happy New Year.
Thank you. There's a lot of truth in what you said. I think contests can do that, but I think they take a while, and I think that the quality of contestants is questionable in many cases. I think the approach to scalability is very important, meaning that contests provide an opportunity to scale. Partnerships do the same thing. I guess it's a very good question. I think it's something that needs to be thought about, and it's a good question.
It's thought about for a lot of time, and I have a lot to say about that. But we're not going to that discussion right now. I think I wrote about that many times, but I will write again, maybe on the forum, just another specialized post. What I think about this particular topic of the recurrent payment or the small payments for some work to be done, and what I think about that personally, because I have a very contrarian view on that. So let's discuss it there, maybe.
Sure thing.
Not now, for sure.
Sure thing. And also the question you raised about how do you solve translation quality, and apparently you've done that. Your input would be wonderful for both analytics subgovernance and for SMM, I think, and for Wiki, for everybody. I think that because you brought up a great question about how do you actually determine the quality of the translation of a language you don't speak or understand, minus Google Translate, minus any other kind of thing. And if you guys have solved that problem, or at least have an idea of what works, I think this could be great for
bilingual works. That's all that works, nothing else.
Well, whatever young Lee has done, obviously is working. So
thank you.
So I think, but again, we go back to best practices. Whatever they've done, I think every other subgovernance should look into. Okay, I think that's it for subgovernances, and we have Harry from China. Harry, how are you? Please, Harry's going to talk about the up and coming, hopefully developing Chinese subgovernance, and that'll be our last presentation before Q&A. So please go ahead.
Thank you. So let me share my screen.
Yeah, for sure. You can.
Can people see that?
We can, yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's start from this page. Okay, I'm not gonna just read the presentation line by line. Let me catch up some main points. There, we have 900 million internet user base in China, because we have a 1.4 billion people here. And for now, blockchain real user base, we have a more than 700 plus, but I think there's a lot more. And I know there are some young people, they're doing crypto business, cryptocurrency business in China. They create so many, more than 1,000, even 2,000 maybe different crypto currency business in China. So we have a lot user base. And next I'm gonna introduce how we gonna promote free tongue business in China. Just like everybody said, we're gonna use we're gonna have a contest. We're gonna have educate to people, teach them how to use free tongue, how to use the wallet, and we're gonna hire people to write articles based on the internet. We're gonna have some offline meeting, online meeting, any kind of, as long as we can hold more users here. But we're gonna pay for those. We're gonna pay for those because this is a money-driven world, right? So as long as we have, we have some payment to them, I think there's more people gonna join in. Because for now we have almost 100 people in Telegram group, but 100 people is not enough for, we're gonna get more. And we have about 10 major members. Please see this page. We have 10 major members. And here I really want to, thank all the major members who dedicate a lot of time and work to this community. Besides me, Poppy, Anson, Nico, Li Chu, Tyne, Yao, Tao, me, Roman T, Roman D, Jay. And the rest page is about the remuneration, but I'm gonna, people can read this, you can read this by yourself. I'm not gonna introduce this line by line, but I really wanna talk about something not in this PPT, because—
Please, yes, we wanna know the gist, the crux of it.
Right. Everybody just talked about the contest or how to do the application localization, transfer, translation or something. But I think it's all about scenarios. It's all about scenarios. Let's think, because in China we have the same problem. If people don't understand English, we cannot use free tongue. If we don't have VPN, we cannot access to Telegram. We cannot even access to the wallet, free tongue wallet. So there's some difficulty, but it's not that difficult. The most difficult thing is we need more scenarios. For example, gaming, trading, or import export. There are so many things we can do. And about the scenarios, I have some, my point is there's retail and wholesale. For the retail scenarios, there's so many members can join our community, and they can buy or they can paste or upload their article to the community to get a free tongue to their wallet, but not too much. Maybe 100, maybe 500, maybe 1,000, but not too much. And the wholesale thing is we do some import export, we do some such as trading or the goods exchange. Then we can gain a big number of the transaction, but not too many users. Compared with the retail scenarios, we can get a lot of users, but each user can only transfer a little amount of money, not the money, the free ton, right? But for the wholesale one, we're gonna transfer a lot. So we have offline meet. We're gonna have offline meeting or after this. We want to discuss about in our group discuss about the scenarios in China, because China is a big import-export country. We have a lot of scenarios we can let people use free ton in these scenarios, and also for the let me see. I'm sorry, I have some other things I want to see, but I forgot. Ron, pretty much all for today.
Okay.
If there's any questions, people can ask.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I have a comment right away. I mean, thank you very much for
your presentation. I hope I explained my point clear.
Yeah, you did, and I understood, and I think I speak for many when I say that that's wonderful. But I don't necessarily think that's the right approach. That's for me. You mentioned something that's important. Is you mentioned users, right? So to get users, you need use cases. So I come to FreeTon. I want to use something. So what you're talking about is essentially paying people to do something, and that's not what FreeTon is about. So we need use cases. So I would suggest maybe the right approach would be to actually get use cases. You mentioned things like WeChat, and I understand that's a little hopeful, but that is a use case. So people who come and use tons, and people who actually don't just buy and sell, but who actually use tons. Because the problem with buy and sell is that all that does is just depress the value of the token. And the first thing that happens every time that token distributions go out to partnerships that are interested in quickly distributing those tokens is those tokens get sold because let's face it, 2% of the world actually understand economics. So I would suggest that maybe you steer your proposal in a way that actually produces use cases. And then I think nobody would even dare question it. That is my opinion, in my opinion only. But thank you, Harry, very much.
Hey guys, sorry, Ron. I think, hey, I'm Dennis. I am helping the Chinese community as well. Maybe we should just comment on that a little bit about the logic, maybe.
Please do.
I think it's pretty important. Harry, can you please switch to the fourth, or no, to the third slide, I think. Yeah. Like the slide number 3, because, yeah.
My 3?
3, yeah. The one with pyramid, slide number 3. Just okay. Actually, what we got here in this proposal is the logic of going from raising awareness in China to actually use cases. And use cases, like Harry actually mentioned that. Harry mentioned that we can create some value in gaming, for example, in some industries, but we need first to raise awareness in China, because in China, due to some reasons, you cannot just, well, nobody knows TON, and nobody can just get acquainted with what we do in FreeTon, because first of all, the web page, you cannot access web page in China of FreeTon because, well, it's blocked. You should use VPN. That is why we're also planning to create our own Chinese FreeTon web page on the Chinese servers. The second thing is that you cannot use Telegram in China without VPN. That is why like half of the Chinese audience is just lost away.
And the third thing is that everything is in English. And that is why, just the same as with the Korean subgovernance, we need to translate a great bunch of information into the Chinese, and then we will get some awareness and some popularity. People will know about Freeton, and then we will get use cases. So this is really a long way to go. And this proposal, this plan for the 3 months, it is just the beginning, but all the steps, all the necessary steps that we displayed, highlighted here, they're all focused on use cases and adoption. Just the thing is that we should not expect really quick win here in China, because China is a really complicated market with really high barriers. And prior to getting any use cases in China, we need to make some necessary steps, which are actually highlighted here, like establishing some education, because in China, well, China is different, and you cannot expect the Chinese to get the idea of Freeton just like this, because, well, it needs great adoption.
Did you actually post it on the forum?
Yes, and actually I can. Yes, I'm sharing the link.
I didn't see it, but
in the chat.
You do realize that this goes against the usual how they like the way Freeton distributes money is not for paying salaries, and that's very, I think, strong kind of.
We're not talking about paying salaries. We're talking about receiving awards for every contribution that we have.
The awards cannot go one-to-one, meaning that the contribution should be not by person, but the community, and the only way to do that is for contests. So you need to, like, you cannot just pay someone to create a website. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, of course.
And I also think that
you
maybe
have to
you're
create a contest, yeah, because it's not apparent from your presentation.
Yeah, and I also think that maybe you're confusing use cases with users. Use cases are companies that already have users, and that's what the network needs. Users will come when there are use cases, regardless of what market they're in.
That's of course fine, but
no,
I understand what guys are saying, that they need to create a create a community first.
Let me explain. This is about culture problem, because in China, the traditional culture, there's no people there's no people care about getting money first or getting money later, or not money, maybe goods. The free return to people is goods. It's not real money, and but the rewards, people do something, as
volunteer.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
So
I see here a table which says the list the work and the tons for this work. Yeah. Can
everybody hear?
Yes.
Yes, Harry. Yeah. We
yes,
hear
we can hear. Actually, Mitya, one comment on that. That these tables, they are the justification of the amount of tons that we are requesting for our campaign. And
upfront, right? This is the upfront.
I understand. Yeah. But maybe
eventually we will distribute. We will just can you, Harry? Can you share the screen one more time? Because actually, this is just a preliminary distribution of tokens, and of course everything will be done through proposals. But according to this table, we estimate that we have this kind of service
articulated
works.
Yeah, I understand. Just articulation need to kind of because it just doesn't look like that right now. It looks like you're paying for doing a website. Like,
yeah, in other words, I think maybe it just needs to be rewritten. Look, I'll help you. I'll help you. Like,
okay,
but
okay,
please, not
because,
until not until next year. Okay, not until next week, which is next year.
okay.
I'll help you. I see what the problem is, right? And it's not the idea; it's the way you wrote it. And that's okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll be happy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a process to this, and I'm sorry, you know,
I appreciate.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, I think the Chinese community is mega, super duper grouper monumental. So it needs to happen. Absolutely. I think we just need to maybe structure it correctly. That's all. That's about it. So thank you guys.
Sure, it could be really great. Yeah, I would appreciate, Ron. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I just need a little bit of time. That's all.
Sure.
And nothing's going to happen until next year anyway. I think everybody's already drinking their champagne. So, okay. I believe, okay. I know it's an hour and a half again, but look, it's the last end of the year update call. So I guess we should have expected it to go a little longer. And Daria wanted to say something from the influencer subgovernance. If we could please try to keep it under 3 minutes. Can we do that?
Hello, Ron. Do you hear me?
Yes,
hello,
I
everyone.
do.
Yeah, I will try.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just
Can you stop, Harry? Can you stop sharing your screen, please? Thank you. Yes, go ahead, Daria. Sorry.
I'm sorry because I'm not able to turn on my camera, so I will just speak. First of all, I would like to congratulate the whole Freeton community with full decentralization, which took place exactly a week ago. And,
sufficient decentralization, not full.
Sorry, sufficient. And we would also like to congratulate the whole Freeton community with Christmas and upcoming New Year. We wish everyone, every community member, the most productive next year and realization of all your goals and dreams. And what about the influencer subgovernance work? First of all, I want to say that we have already launched the contest for jury election. Since now it's period of New Year and Christmas holidays, and many people are already celebrating the holidays with their families, we made the deadlines for submission to submit submissions for this context as longer as possible. So the deadline is until July 11th. So if you are an active community member or crypto community member and understand how the decentralization is working in Freeton, we will be happy to consider your submission for the position of a jury. Also, two contests for holders and traders, a tournament for TON Crystal token on Kuna Exchange are currently under development and launch. This contest will be for traders. Next one, the contest to identify and involve influencers in the development of Freeton is currently under development. The people who already have something to give to the project will be able to take the part in this context. For example, if you have well-developed channel on social network with a big audience who trusts your opinion and vision, you can participate in this contest. Also, a separate direction of our work is attracting celebrities to the project. For example, we are currently negotiating with Ukrainian, Russian, and Polish celebrities who will soon join the big Freeton family and promote the project to the masses. Now we are also currently negotiating with such a well-known service like as Airbnb and popular travel agencies in Ukraine to attract completely new people to blockchain who buy tours to Egypt. This massive program will include close cooperation with state airports, Egyptian visa centers, mobile operators, as well as excursion operators directly in hotels in Sharm el-Sheikh, Marsalam, Hurghada, and Dahab. This is not just about new users. This is about new use cases, which is most important for Freeton as a whole. I think this is the main point of develop for free TON for next year. So this is our direction. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ron, for such a good presentation today, and wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Daria, very much. You as well. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, happy holidays to everybody.
Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays. Thank you. Okay, thank you. That's wonderful. And I know you and I talked separately about things that you have coming up in terms of Airbnb and everything else. That would be cool. That would be very cool. And I think Mitya would have something to say about that because he's very familiar with Airbnb. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Let's go to Q&A because
I'm sorry. Can I take 1 minute?
Yes, please. 1 minute though. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Renat Skitsan from DevOps subgovernance. I just want to make some announcements that finally we are launch subgovernance. Now we are in the process of selecting jury, and we will finish it tomorrow. So we have a lot of professionals in the jury. It's really cool, and we have a lot of contests underway. The first contest which we run, it's I think a lot of people familiar with this contest. It's the DevOps contest for the validators on the Rust node. We will launch it as soon as possible, and a lot of other contests will be launched soon. We have a lot of them on design right now. So I just want to tell 1 minute about our mission of our subgovernance. So we have several directions, most of them related to the infrastructure and user experience. And the mission of our subgovernance right now, it's also built, which we called end-to-end decentralized application platform. And simply say, just we want to design some mechanics and economic to design incentives to serve and support the app OS server and decentralized access to the blockchain. And I believe it will solve a lot of problem with accessing of the blockchain. So that's it from me. Thank you. Thank you.
yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Renat. Is it Renat or Henat?
Renat, you're right.
Renat. I know in Brazil, ours are pronounced like H's, so I have a tendency to say Henat. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Yes, by the way, DevOps subgovernance, forgot all about that. So I think we're finished with all presentations. Let's quickly go to Q&A. Usually we want the Q&A to be very long, but I have a feeling that's just not going to be the case today. So let's start with everybody on the call. Who has a question? Either raise your hand or speak up. All righty then. Let's go to YouTube. We have one question that was separated into 3 parts. He says, hello all. I have a short question about the MerkleTree Capital Free TON partnership. Why was it put to a vote without an AMA session? Because an AMA session is not a prerequisite. It's something that's recommended. There are no rules. There are just suggestions. In December, the token price fell by more than 70%. What are the main reasons for this? I'll tell you exactly what the reasons for this are. It's because everybody who received their tokens, be it partners, be it subgovernances, be it a lot of people, simply like to spit in the wind rather than doing what's right. So whenever, I mean, this is economics 101, when you inject capital into a market, it deflates the value of the currency. That's just, it's just.
Can I maybe say
go ahead
on that?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, and that. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Who cares? Exactly. Who cares? I mean, when Bitcoin,
if you look at the prices of cryptocurrencies, doesn't matter free TON, and you start looking at the fluctuations of that price, I mean, you're in the very bad place. You shouldn't do that. First of all, it's bad for health. Second of all, it doesn't really reflect on anything, because there are, like, Freeton is just in the beginning. There is not a lot of people knows what Freeton is. Not a lot of people knows what it will be or what it aims to be. The 3 fastest blockchains on Earth, just think about that. So the 3 fastest blockchains on Earth, the ones that will probably be there as a next generation platforms for decentralized applications and decentralized communities, are in combination, in total, have a market cap of less than like $100 million. And I'm talking about Freeton, Solana, and Near. Like, these 3 blockchains in total together has some crazy market cap of 100 million only, while in the top 10 we have pure scams with $1 billion valuation. That's short-term things, and they are just gotten corrected, as you know, as Graham teaches us in the Value Investor. The price will always be correct, will be equal to intrinsic value in the long term. But in the short term, and Robert Shiller received, I think, the Nobel Prize of Economics for proving that you cannot predict the short-term market moves. So don't. Just forget about that.
No, that's absolutely right.
Concentrate on fundamentals, on intrinsic value that Freeton is providing in the technology and community. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I think it's just human nature that well, first of all, let's face it, 98% of the people in the world are bad with money. I think that's just a testament that can't be even argued. And you know, everybody wants to win at the casino. The casino wins. So always, right. So we're the casino just because we're the new guys on the block between, you know, the Wynn and the Bellagio.
I think we killed it, Ron.
Yeah.
We killed that horse.
Yeah. Yeah. So please, you know, when people just focus on the value of the token.
No, we killed the horse, Ron. Just don't go there.
All right. I don't have questions from YouTube anymore. Somebody said Polkadot and says Ethereum 2.0. Who wants to talk about Ethereum 2.0?
What to talk about that?
Well, you mentioned Near, Solana, and
no, Ethereum 2.0 has no competition to this 3. There's absolutely not a competitor.
Yeah. Mitya, I mean, could you please say a few words? First of all, about timing, when Ethereum 2.0 will appear as a platform, not as a.
Why do you ask me?
Pure staking.
And thanks God I'm not an Ethereum 2.0 developer.
First of all, I mean, do you realize what latency Ethereum 2.0 will have? So it means how long it will take to pass transaction. Do you realize? So it will be minutes.
Well, maybe not minutes, but it's just optimized for a wrong problem. Scalability without solving for latency is just a bad design. And sorry, but this platform is a computing platform that just cannot win because it's just wrong, very wrong basics design. So no.
Yeah, and it will be on the market like in 2 years, and you should understand, and everybody should understand that all those projects with all those capitalizations, they will have to rewrite all their code.
Yeah, just think about that. You can patch some problems with layer 2, but what you get is like same architecture in terms of like how scalability solved with the multi-chain, but with a very bad basic base chain, which has like 15 to 30 seconds finality, and on top of that, chains which is completely decoupled from the base chain with no consensus rule together. It's just horrible design. It's just awful design.
Yeah, let's not
Ethereum 2.0 will die.
Not bash our friends.
Painfully, slowly, but it will.
Let's not bash our Ethereum friends. They're still our friends, and they're always going to be our friends.
I'm talking about design. I'm not talking about,
in other words, there was a
question about Polka. Polka again aiming at absolutely different.
Yeah, he said. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
because
Ron, can you just let Pasha talk?
Yeah, you know, I'm
so-
re-asking the question because I don't think everybody got it. So you mentioned 3 chains, and he's saying, what about Polkadot?
That's what
Okay,
Pasha
so-
started to answer, Ron.
Yeah, so it is designed for absolutely different, with different vision in mind. So designed like to store proofs of other networks, but there's no any guarantee that those networks are centralized or scalable. So it means that you will have on use case level unscalable and centralized platform. So yeah, we'll prove that you are like did it centralized way. So people don't realize that it's not a solution. It's just a way to just store of hashes. So it's store of hashes. It's not the only use case is store hashes. So I mean, the only traction they have that because people, it's a bit similar to ICO hype when people were, oh well, we can there's a new I don't know new economics, so we can raise money and then we can build something, and it ends nothing actually. So there are no use cases out of. Can you say what use case, not platform use case, but what real use case which was PR in 2017 is alive now? Probably I'm not able to. I mean, probably will only couple one. Like still there are still decentralized storage things which are going on, but I mean there are few. Everyone forgot about that hype. So no, zero. Just imagine how much money was invested in it. So the Polka has the same moment now. So people think that now they use it that ecosystem just to raise money for their project, and they just use it to explain their investors. So oh yeah, now we have a solution, and it is kind of scalable because it's proof of stake. Yeah, it is more scalable than proof of work for sure, but it's not scalable enough for real application. And what is said about it, that also all those substrate chains, they are centralized. So people just literally selling, how to say, spoiled meat, or I don't know, spoiled food, just under umbrella of kind of Polka brand.
Yeah, but you need to remember that if you look at the top cryptocurrencies today, they're not representing, as Pash said, they're not representing any use case apart from, well, basically Bitcoin. And then you have, like, you made some money. And by the way, Anatoly Yakovenko from Solana he didn't publish our interview, unfortunately, yet, but he did. He said, like, aren't we all just making the chains to buy Bitcoin? It's this notion of, like, it's just a speculation basically in the market driven by speculations around different tokens. Like you have a Bitcoin, you made some money on Bitcoin, you sell it, and now you will see now they call it altcoin season, because they made, like, the whales made money on Bitcoin. Now they sell it to the institutions, and now they're going to buy Bitcoin to altcoins to pump that price up to make some money there. It has nothing to do with the intrinsic value of any of that technology at all. So why are we even talking about that? It's not really interesting.
I'll turn it to a very lively discussion. All right. We have one more question on YouTube. Thank you, guys. That's why we're here, right? To discuss. Doesn't it seem that it's better to have more locks for the winners or buybacks from the open market?
I agree totally. And I think that, yes, and the contests that I try to design now, apart from the PR contest, which I actually just proposed, but the contests that I'm personally trying to design now, they all involve, like validators contest for us now, they will involve, like, it's all locked. It basically needs to be all locked, because particularly in the context where you not exchange immediate value. If you don't give immediate value, you should not receive immediate remuneration. You should not receive immediate tokens. Like if the value of what you get will be realizable over the next 2 years, you should receive the token over the next 2 years. You should not receive it immediately because we should not credit the value. We should create the value, but not credit it. So yeah, I totally agree. More locks, more vestings, more stuff like that, for sure. We should stop paying like out but of course you have to remember we actually don't do that now. It's a product of the network start. Like the initial validators got this vesting over the year because we had to start the network, and yes, it's a lot of tokens, but remember us on 7th of May, it was a completely different situation, right? So you need always to take that perspective, and in the end again the token will find its price with its intrinsic value of the network and the use cases, which we are very much concentrated on right now. And you see how many like real use cases are brought. Like the world chess is just an example. We're working very hard on doing the world chess. It takes time, and it will, but once it realized, like the sheer amount of the usage for a token, all the other cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin combined, will just dwarf. Because, you know, it's not the usage of that is just the usage of basically you buy some token, you sell some token, you move some money. There is no real usage, right? So like if the world chess will start playing chess on free TON, that will just make a whole different world for the finally to use the blockchain, you know, as a backend for decentralized applications, really with a real use case. And it's a completely different story. So if you would price that into the token right now, our token would probably worth what, more $30, something like that. It's even not.
Let's not talk about price, please. Let's not talk about.
No, I'm saying about what is we were starting to talk about that, right?
I have no methodology
about the pyramid of.
I only saw #CIB report when they tried to invent something like annual additional value and the DCF. This was horrible from my point of view as a former finance guy. So it was horrible, and they calculated like trillions or something for. But yeah, so I don't want to do any calculations on intrinsic value. Of course, market should decide. The problem is there are no metrics at the moment. Probably the best metrics going forward will be gas spent. That's probably will be the best.
Agreed, absolutely.
That's where we will where we will see who works what.
Exactly.
Cheaper, faster, right?
I think, Ron, this is the perfect moment to wish everybody happy.
It is. It is. Do you want to do the honors or should I? I think maybe you should. Or maybe I should.
No, please go ahead, Ron.
Okay. Yes. So we're done with questions. We're done with presentations. I would just like to thank everybody, community members, subgovernance members, partners, people from all around the world. You know, we started this from nothing. It was a seed planted in the ground, and right now we're seeing the first trees blossoming in a forest that's going to bear fruit. So many people have done so much. I'm personally overwhelmed by just how exciting this all is. And now we even have the United States market that can do whatever they want because we're sufficiently decentralized. So, you know, please participate, bring your friends. That goes to you, Patrick, please. We're in a position to take over the world, in the best possible sense of the phrase. I want to wish everybody a belated Merry Christmas, to be Merry Christmas for those who are of a different religion. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, happy whatever, happy holidays, and may the upcoming new year change everybody's lives for the better, so that people have the word and not those who have previously been in charge. That's all I have to say. Thank you for coming. please let everybody know what we're doing here. We're trying to make a better place, the world a better place to live for everybody. That's our number one goal. And with it, hopefully a rise in the price of the token. So thank you. Thank you for coming again. Have a happy new year, and we will see you all in 2021. 3, 2, 1. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.